Today we're talking about success with Bitcoin and crypto with Ivan on Tech, one of the leading channels on Bitcoin on YouTube. Ivan, before I start, I want to say thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it, man.
Good to be here. Good to be here, Paul.
And I've been watching you grow. I've been watching you for a while now, and I'm excited about doing this. But I gotta ask you, before Ivan on Tech became Ivan on Tech, when you were Ivan, if I met you in high school, what would you be like?
Oh, in high school, I was studying hard. I wasn't a geek. I wouldn't say I was this geek, but I was still studying very hard. I didn't like partying that much, so it was a lot that I programmed at home. I studied very, very hard. I had many friends, so I had a good social life, although I was doing all of that. And I just wanted to get in the university here in Stockholm, and you needed to have good grades. So that is kind of the last obstacle I had, because in the university you are already in, and in Sweden, once you get in, you cannot get out. Like, they cannot kick you like in most other countries. So for me, it was like, okay, let's just get in, and then when I'm in, I will be able to focus on side projects, on businesses, and whatever else, because I'm already in. But now in high school, just get in there.
Nice, nice. And how did it happen? What drove you to get where you are, what you are doing now?
It happened randomly, because I was a software developer. My background is software, and I was interested in how Bitcoin works, how everything really can work in this decentralized manner. But it wasn't something that I looked for a career in. But then I worked at Ericsson here in Sweden, in Stockholm, and I realized that I'm the only one that knows crypto, basically, in the office. And you had all of the senior guys, developers, managers, and all kinds of people that were way more experienced than I am in normal technologies, but they have zero idea about Bitcoin. So I saw that I was climbing through the ranks quite quickly. My career was boosting. And I was very young. I was still not out of college, but because I knew this about cryptocurrencies and about Bitcoin, I had so many opportunities. So this really what led me to create the YouTube channel, because I saw a niche and I saw a need, and really YouTube channel was more for explaining to my colleagues, to people in my office. But then it blew up internationally, and now it's full-time crypto.
Nice, nice. Now, they say success is in the name. And before I go on, I just want to say this is for the Crypto Factor, the book, the Crypto Factor Volume 2, where Ivan's going to be, and we're really excited about that.
Awesome, man.
People can check out Crypto Factor #1 in the links down below. How did you come up with the name Ivan on Tech? That's a very marketable name.
Yes.
Well,
and
the
actually,
programmer explains as well. I'm sorry.
Yes. From the beginning, it was Ivan the programmer. Like the first few weeks, I was Ivan the programmer. Right. And then it's actually a funny story. It's good that you asked, because I haven't told it a lot. But then someone just emailed me, and they wrote, "Hey, I have ivantheprogrammer.com," and I checked on this online tool, and that guy just bought ivantheprogrammer.com like the same day, and then he's emailing me.
Wow.
Do you want to buy it? I was, get the hell out of here. I'm not buying it. I have like 10 subscribers. I will change it. And by the way, before I change it, I will take the name that I'm changing to. So then I bought ivanontech.com. I changed my YouTube channel, and from there I'm Ivan on Tech. But from the beginning, it actually was Ivan the programmer.
Nice. And what about the slogan, "The Programmer Explains"? Because that was pretty smart as well.
Yeah, it just it felt right. I don't know. I tried to think about titles, and it is a common thing to use on YouTube, like, lawyer explains, or this professional explains this. So for me, it was just, hey, I'm a programmer. Let's have programmer explains, and this became kind of the trademark, and people recognize me for that now. So it was a good choice too, actually.
Okay. My next question is this. You actually had an interview with Grant Cardone. I got to ask you.
Yeah.
Number one, how did you do it? Number two, I can see you've been influenced by Grant Cardone. I think that's when the TV.
Yeah. Exactly. So the reason I have TVs is because of Grant Cardone. The reason I do shows every day is because of Grant Cardone too, because he also does every day, and he has like 100 employees. So if he has time and he has employees and wife and children, then I also have time. I watched his channel and his streams a lot. And on a stream, he said, "Hey, call me and show me your following, show me your audience, and I will come on your channel."
Mm.
So I called in, I showed him my YouTube channel, and he had some kind of topic about building an audience or something, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna come in, but also it's not that he did me some kind of favor, because that video has like 100,000 views. So I also did him a big favor as well, because he got so many crypto fans, and also the timing was very good, because at that time Bitcoin was going up a lot. It was during the 2017 autumn pump. So in that sense, we both did each other a favor. And what's good is that maybe I'll have him again, because I'm in touch with him. So that is something that that also I followed him a lot, and it was really a pleasure to have him on.
I'm actually a huge fan of Grant Cardone, especially 10X Factor.
Yeah. I agree.
So I got to ask you, what does success mean to you? Because everyone defines success differently, right? But what does it mean to Ivan on Tech?
I would say it's that you can do whatever you want. You don't have anyone, telling you what to do. You don't really need to care about, what you say. Maybe obviously it's you need to be using your head, but so many people that work, for example, in big corporations, they feel censored. They cannot type different things on social media because, hey, maybe it's controversial, maybe it's this and that. Success is really you do whatever you want with your time. You say whatever you want without, losing your income and getting fired or whatever. This is success to me. Time and freedom to speak. And unfortunately, most people don't have it. Like, unfortunately, it is like that in many countries.
On that note, do you think anybody can be successful in life?
Yeah, absolutely. No question about that. I mean, why shouldn't you? You have social media, you have internet, you have so much knowledge. Really, you look at the kids now, like those kids like 12, 13, they know so much, because they watch all of these smart thinkers and smart people on YouTube and lectures and podcasts. So you really have all the tools. It's never been easier. It's never been more accessible. And absolutely, it just, if some people say, hey, I'm not successful because this and this and this, but at the end of the day, come on, you have everything. Yeah. Obviously, if you live in some country that is very poor, you don't have internet, that's another thing, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah, of course. And what's sad is a lot of people are masters at using Facebook, Twitter, and social media, but don't use it for anything else rather than posting their own stuff, right?
It should only be for learning. Like, YouTube is great. That is why I think my YouTube channel, I like working on it because I feel that it brings value. And YouTube is this social media where you can use it to learn so much. I've learned so much on YouTube, really. You look at Grant Cardone, you look at other people I follow, I've learned so much. My life wouldn't be nearly as good, and I wouldn't be nearly as smart, if you can call me that, today if it wasn't for YouTube. I've learned so much. So really, YouTube is amazing when it comes to learning. Other social media, I think you should use it for spreading the message. Like, if you have some kind of message, use it. If you don't have a message, only follow people you can learn from. But unfortunately, many people get caught up in this, vacation pictures, comparing to others. But you can use it for that, but it's not the best way to use it. The best way is to actually get a business going, get your message out, reach influential people that you can get in touch with, and bring some kind of value to the world, create something. That is the best way to use social media.
Yeah, and you have learned a lot, but you also give a lot. You teach a lot. I know that you have you have influenced tech with Catalina, for example.
Yeah.
Her stuff. So that's
true. That is true.
Back. I like that. I'll put her channel down in the description below as well, because she's
awesome.
She has a nice channel in Spanish too.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
So what about the cryptocurrency, the crypto industry? Do you think anybody can be successful within the crypto industry?
It's way more easier to be successful in crypto industry than in many other industries. Like I told you, I was like 17-year-old at Ericsson, and I knew so much about crypto. And for me, it was very, very easy to climb through the ranks and to really be needed in the company. So if there's anything you should be successful in, it is crypto. Because if you just study for a few months, you know more than 99.99% of people in the world, meaning that you're valuable to so many corporations, and corporations with money, and companies with money, and people with money. So I think when you look at financial gain and the opportunities, being an expert, it is the best way to use the crypto market and crypto opportunities. Unfortunately, most people lose money in crypto. Why? Because they only rely on speculation. They don't have anything else to offer except speculation. And if you are an expert, and when I say an expert, I really mean study for a few months, be very interested for a few months, you are an expert. It's very easy. So if you are in that position, you make money in the bull market, in the bear market, in sideways market, and you don't take any risks. So this is the most wonderful thing.
Yeah, and people should realize it's not just about buying and selling. You can also
Yeah,
do different things around crypto, which
exactly,
is something needed.
exactly,
So
exactly.
they say you need to fail or you will fail in life in order to succeed. How do you handle failure?
Hey, Paul here. Let me jump in real quick. If you're getting value so far from watching this video, then please consider subscribing down below and hitting that bell notification button. It will help me and you get to watch more videos like this one. Thank you, and let's jump back into the video.
Oh, I just think it's inevitable. Like, I fail quite often. You look at, I do streams every day, and sometimes there's tech issues. Sometimes there's something with, like today. Like today is a good example. I just feel that there's some kind of background noise in this microphone. I have no idea what it is, but you know, it's all about I think quantity over quality, really, because so many people get stuck in this perfection mindset, but it's quantity over quality, and that will lead to quality as well, because you do it every day, you do it so much. So I would say just think quantity over quality, and that will lead to quality, because at the end of the day, so many people, I know so many people that got inspired by me as well. My friends here in Stockholm, they're like, hey, I need to buy this camera to start YouTube, I need to buy this, I need to get this, but hey, just do it. And the same is with a lot of other things. It's a quantity that is the key.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. Perfection kills production.
Yes.
Do you think mentors are important, and do you have any mentors?
Very important. I don't have any, physical mentors, but that is why I'm telling you, YouTube is so important to me, because that is where my mentors are. It's international. It's everyone. I have a mentor for a few months, then I find someone else who gives me more knowledge. So be flexible. You use everyone you can, and on YouTube and other social media. If you have someone in your town, perfect. Use him as well, or her. But chances are you will not find them in your town. You will find them online, because you have 1 trillion more people there.
Got you. Daily habits and morning rituals. Do you have any, Ivan?
Really, I have good morning crypto. This is the morning ritual. I need to get up. I need to kind of prepare what I'm going to say. Although I have prepared the night before, I take a shower, I get here. But it's not really, any special thing. It's just I shower. Quite often I am in my bathtub. I wake up, I put myself in the bathtub for 30 minutes, and then I come here into the studio and I do good morning crypto.
It's funny. I asked Travis Wright from the Bad Crypto podcast. I'm like, do you have any morning rituals? He's like, yes, I wake up.
Yeah.
What is the one characteristic your loved ones, know you by?
Oh, I think big heart and work hard. That is it.
Oh, what about people that don't like you?
Don't like, I don't know, man. Like, you have to ask them, but I'm sure there are many things they don't like too. Maybe that I'm too focused on my thing. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm sure there are so many things. And maybe, maybe I should reflect on that more, because I'm not really reflecting on that. I'm just doing my thing and moving forward. But I'm sure there are things they don't like too.
Makes sense. What does a typical day for you look like?
There are really no typical days, but I wake up, I do Good Morning Crypto, I go to the office, I have some meetings, I do some research, I have some Skype calls with collaborations, with sponsors, with new people that want to be on the channel, but really it's different. Sometimes right now, I moved into this new studio, so I need to do a lot of things around that, but all in all, it's Good Morning Crypto is constant, and then in the evening, I need to prepare the next Good Morning Crypto. So those two things are constant, but other than that, it's different.
Right. And how did you get involved in cryptocurrency? And by that I mean, because I know you answered earlier on, you got involved with Ericsson and everything. But how did you get involved with cryptocurrency? Did you buy when you first bought, for example?
Yeah, it was way long ago. It was 2013, and at that time I was in high school, so it was those times. And I had not that much money, so I just tried with like $30, and then I went to $300, and that was basically like all the money I had, because really I didn't have a lot back then. And I got in at the top at $1,000. It crashed to 200 because it was I got in on the top of the bull market at that time. But I was so interested in crypto. I was interested. Okay, how can it work? How can you have this system? And I just kept studying and kept learning. And this is really how it started. I was interested as an engineer.
Nice. And where do you think this market is going? The whole market.
I think the future is bright. Obviously, not financial advice, but future is bright. We have great fundamentals. They're changing the world for real. You look at many different countries with hyperinflation, financial instabilities, where you cannot really transfer money however you want. There's so many problems in the world. And another big problem is financial exclusion. The fact that if you live in many countries in the world, like many countries in Africa, maybe you're the next Elon Musk. You have great idea. Issue is you will not get any funding because you have no bank account. You cannot do international transactions. And obviously, if you cannot do that, then your country is poor because you're not able to enrich your country. You cannot take foreign capital into your country. So I think this is the way we need to be thinking, because imagine I'm an entrepreneur in some kind of a poor country and I get a big investment. Now I hire employees. Other people in my country also get rich because I pay them to do work. They can use their talent to become wealthy. And then they become rich. And so it becomes a positive spiral. You don't have that, you don't have anything. So therefore, I think it's so important to have international permissionless transactions.
Nice. What do you think we should be looking out for in this market, in crypto in general?
Looking out for what do you mean?
Where should our attention be at?
Attention should be at fundamentals at the end of the day. But at the same time, many people get excited about speculation. And, I'm not going to say that it's all negative. In many ways, speculation is positive because people get excited about the fundamentals, really. That is how many people learn. When they invest money in some kind of coin, now they want to know what the hell they bought. They want to know what is this? And they start following it and they start reading news. So it's about fundamentals at the end of the day.
Now, you mentioned you were interested in technical analysis lately. I was watching your live stream, Good Morning Crypto, which was amazing, by the way. Do you think do you want to talk a little bit about that? Why do you think that's so important?
Yeah, I think it's just something that I have room to grow in, really. It's something that my intuition has for a long time been telling me that this is not something that really works. I mean, especially in crypto when everything is so unpredictable, I still think that it's all about probabilities, but I was inspired by the interview with Tone Weiss I had yesterday and a few other people I follow or just on Twitter, and I know friends who are into TA. So it's just, hey, I think it's something that I can learn more about, and this is the opportunity I'm going to use. And also, I feel that at the end of the day, you should be looking at all sides. So fundamentals, but also in the short term, technicals. I think fundamentals are most important, at the end of the day. But because I am in crypto, I'm doing crypto shows every day, it is also kind of people demand it from me too. And they're like, hey, Ivan, can you look at this? Because what happened today is that someone asked me in the chat about technical analysis. And so I wish I could tell them something. I wish I could share my knowledge. And therefore, it's something that I'm interested in right now.
Nice. I recommend watching the chart guys, by the way. I'm going to leave a link down in the description.
The chart guys. Nice.
Check them out. They're awesome. So,
nice.
Will crypto succeed and why?
Will it succeed? Absolutely, because of fundamentals, the things we talked about previously. And you see a very good track record with all the bear markets and all the crashes. It's still here, it's still growing. So it's not going anywhere. Many people realizing the value, especially actually the rich people too, because if you are rich and you have a lot of money in your bank account, question is, are you going to be able to move them however you want? How many questions will you have to answer before you can move them however you want? So it's both poor people without any bank accounts, but also very rich people that do truly want to have an unconfiscatable asset. So it's both the spectrums. People in the middle, I think, are in the they're the most ignorant, and they don't see the value as much, especially in the Western countries. Like in Sweden, you have there's a bank. It's called basically bank guarantee, that if you insert money into the bank and the bank crashes, you will get it back up to 100,000 euros. But people don't realize that, hey, they can print new euros or Swedish crowns, however they want. So there's so much education that is missing from people's minds. They're feeling so comfortable and everything just works for them. But at the end of the day, we're living in a big, giant experiment. Negative interest rates have never happened before. We're really experimenting it for the first time. And so in that regard, I think those people in the middle who are not very rich, but also not poor and without financial infrastructure, they are in the most danger, I think, long term, because they're not guessing it. They're not studying. They're not putting the work in to learn. And they will be in the most danger.
Yeah, they'll be left behind. Now, I know you are in a rush. I know you have another meeting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask one more question. But before I ask that question, just want to ask, where can people find you?
Well, you have YouTube, Ivan on Tech. You have Twitter, Ivan on Tech. Instagram, Ivan on Tech. So just Google, search. You'll find me. You'll find me.
Great. I'm going to leave all that down in the description below. So here's my final question for you, Ivan. What is the one question you wish people asked you, but they don't?
One question, people, I think it's more about, hey, how to learn. Because important thing is not facts, it's not knowledge. It's about, okay, how do I learn how to learn? And this is really one of my biggest strengths, I think. And really, this is why, usually people bash university and education, but really, crypto took off for me. I didn't even finish my master's, and I don't care about my master's and my bachelor. Like that may be the last thing I care about right now. But what I really care about is that it taught me how to learn. And really, especially in software development programs in universities, they're not teaching you facts. They're not teaching you, hey, this programming language, hey, this technique, because that will change tomorrow. You will have new programming languages. You will have everything will be new tomorrow. What they are teaching you is, okay, how can you learn quickly, whatever. New technology, new technique, it's all going to change anyway. So we're more focusing on, okay, learn how to learn. And this is the most important thing. And it's not easy to explain in a few minutes, but you need to be, it's the mindset that I think many people need to be having.
Okay. Thank you, Ivan. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this, go check out Ivan's channel. If you like what you are seeing, go ahead and subscribe down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button. And my tagline is usually, I'm Paul Demokritou. Until next time, keep succeeding. I'm going to try and say it in Swedish. Jag heter Paul Demokritou. Until next time.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Awesome, man.
Thank you, Ivan. I'll see you next time. I'll see you guys soon in the next week.
Awesome, man.